Good Morning SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cartentia Carty. And it is indeed a wonderful Tuesday. So Good Morning SKN is also being aired on TVC and on Tel TV Network in St. Martin. So tell your friends and family to tune in to TVC on Tel TV Network. Now to the latest in local news. This from SKNIS. The Women in Sport Commission of the St. Kitts and Nevis Olympic Committee Commonwealth Games Association convened an award ceremony to recognize outstanding female coaches as part of its activities to commemorate International Women's Day, which will be observed on March 8, 2023. This awards ceremony took place at the newly renovated St. Kitts and Nevis National Olympic Committee headquarters at number 18 Taylor's Range. The awardees were celebrated and recognized by the inspiring remarks from an elite team of sports leaders, including our Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liebert, GCMG JP. The St. Kitts and Nevis Olympic Committee President, Mr. Alfonso Bridgewater, CSM OBE, and acting President, Mr. Dennis Knight, Chairman of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Sports Council, Mr. Glenn Quinlan, and Grassroots and Community Sports Organizer, Mistress Ermeline Duggins. The ceremony was chaired by the chairperson of the St. Kitts and Nevis Olympic Committee Women in Sports Commission, Mistress Jennifer Nero. The St. Kitts and Nevis Olympic Committee executive members, Mr. Leroy Green and Mr. Lester Hanley, were present to support the coaches and to actively facilitate the proceedings.
And in other news, this from Win Media SKN. 15 nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis made it to the Dean's List in recognition of their outstanding academic performances at the University of the Virgin Islands. The University of the Virgin Islands held its Dean's List award ceremony on Sunday, March 5th, 2023 at the Eldridge W. Blake Sports and Fitness Center, Orville E. Keene campus in St. Thomas. The awardees include 10 females and 5 males: Catherine Seabrooks, Brandon Chambers, Dakia Liebert, Sheldon Richards, Akima Fleming, Akeem Alexander, Sedan Byron, Shayna Taylor, Sarita Summersall, Malika Camus, Jolene Buchanan, Giovanni Pemberton, J. Chrisley Boone, Tamia Grant, and Ziyu Harris. The University of the Virgin Islands was unable to host in-person ceremonies during the COVID-19 period. However, during the 2023 ceremony, awards were presented to students who made the Dean's List from fall 2019 through to fall 2022. According to UVI, the Dean's List recognizes full-time undergraduate students carrying 12 or more degree credits who have earned a grade point average of 3.2 or higher for the semester, with no grade lower than C and not taking any remedial courses.
That's very good. So congratulations to those students. We continue now, this from SKN Vibes. With just over a month to go before the 2023 Caribbean Games take place in the Bahamas, the Federation's team is taking shape as another representative has qualified. Following the first qualifying trials over the weekend, Akanya Samuel qualified for Team SKN by clocking 55.55 seconds in the under 17,400 hurdles. The disclosure was made by the St. Kitts Nevis Athletics that aimed to send a large contingent to this year's meet, which is the 50th edition. This year's games coincide with the 50th independence anniversary of the Bahamas, and the island is going all out to ensure that the athletes are recognized for their efforts on the track and field. Meanwhile, Deschanel Thomas, who had already been on the team for Nassau, also attained the qualifying standard in the boys under 17 200 meter when he attained a time of 24.73 seconds at the trials. This year's Caribbean Games will be held over the Easter weekend from April 7th to the 10th at the Thomas Robinson Stadium in the Bahamas. Over the 49 years of the event, it has been used as a springboard for Caribbean athletes to make it onto the international stage to showcase their prowess. The likes of Usain Bolt, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, Stephen Gardner, and Karani James have all competed at the Games before dominating the professional circuit.
Now time for a check of our local weather. It will be mostly sunny with a high of 81 and a low of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's your weather for today. We'll be back in a moment with more GMS Scan.
music experience.
No cash, no card, no problem. JAD. Embrace the freedom.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Time now for the latest in regional news. This from Loop Caribbean. The Central Bank of the Bahamas, CBB, says preliminary economic indicators suggest that the growth momentum in the domestic economy persisted during the month of January, continuing to recover from the adverse impact of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. In its monthly Economic and Financial Developments, or MEFD report, the CBB said the tourism sector output further strengthened, underpinned by gains in the high value-added air segment and the rebound in sea traffic, reflective of the relaxed restrictions and pent-up demand for travel in key source markets. It said in price developments, the domestic inflation rate rose in 2022 against the backdrop of higher international oil prices. The CBB noted, quote, monetary sector developments were marked by moderated gains in banking sector liquidity, even though the contraction in the deposit base outpaced the reduction in domestic credit. Nevertheless, external reserves declined, contributed to net foreign currency outflows through the public sector, end quote. The central bank is predicting that the domestic economy will maintain its growth momentum in 2023, undergirded by further recovery in the tourism sector.
We continue now with international news. This from the Good News Network. A fledgling energy company looking to develop true zero-emission aircrafts just took a massive leap forward with the first ever regional passenger flight powered principally on hydrogen. A 40-seat aircraft took off at 8:41 a.m. from Grand County International Airport and flew for over 15 minutes, reaching an altitude of 3,500 MSL. The flight, conducted under an FAA Special Airworthiness Certificate, was the first in a two-year flight test campaign expected to culminate in 2025 with entry into passenger service of the ATR 72 regional aircraft converted to run on hydrogen. Representatives from an equally fledgling airline looking to develop a smarter travel experience were there to oversee their own aircraft. The airline in question, Connect Airlines, just recently signed a purchase agreement with Universal Hydrogen Co. for 75 hydrogen powertrains for their passenger jets. John Thomas, CEO of Connect Airlines, said, and quote, today we will go down in the history books as the true start to the decarbonization of the global airline industry, and we at Connect Airlines are extremely proud of the role that we, as the first U.S. operator, will play in leading the way with universal hydrogen. End quote. Well, folks, there you have it for the latest in regional and international news. So much more. Stay tuned. See you on the other side of this short break.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events. From birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion, what's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
Good morning SKN and Studio 327. This is Tao Batiste, one of your biggest fans. You're doing a lot of things well. Keep on that trajectory. Greatness, greatness, greatness.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Good morning, SKN. Wagwan. Yo, this Ben's Lad coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it, go already. See me. I say Caribbean people stand up and I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah, man. Studio 327. Ben's Lad, it's a big up. See me, I say. I'm the whole innocent crew. Yeah, man. More love.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Good morning, SKN and Studio 327. This is Tao Batiste, one of your biggest fans. Just you're doing a lot of things well. Keep on that trajectory. Greatness.
Unplugging from technology has become increasingly important in our fast-paced digital world. With technology at our fingertips 24/7, it can be easy to get caught up in the constant stream of notifications and distractions, leaving us feeling stressed and overwhelmed. However, taking a break from technology can have many benefits for both our mental and physical well-being. Unplugging from technology can help reduce stress and anxiety. Constantly checking our phones and social media accounts can leave us feeling anxious and stressed, as we are always on high alert for new notifications and updates. Except, of course, when your notifications and updates come from Studio 327, I suppose. Then you're not going to be stressed at all, are you? You're going to be quite relaxed, right?
No. They're bringing you something to make you smile, to motivate your day, and something educational. So every day we ensure that you learn something new.
Oh, really? Okay, that interesting. See, I just set it up and I just left it there. I just left. That's all I would have done. But hey, feel free to rationalize.
Okay. The next time you set it up, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay? I promise. So do you oftentimes unplug?
All the time.
Okay. I wish I could say that. And maybe I need to throw my phone away in the sea. Because the only time I unplug is when I'm sleeping. And that is not really unplugging. That is a natural thing that's happening, so I'm not able to be on the phone. But yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Because I think even putting them away, I may be like, okay, let me go get it, let me go get it. So yeah, guys, I'm addicted to the phone. Because the only thing I do is Google, YouTube, and WhatsApp. That's why I refuse to get any other app that's gonna get me even more addicted to the phone. So unplugging from technology can also improve our sleep. The blue light emitted from our screens can suppress melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep at night. By unplugging from technology before bed, we can allow our bodies to naturally produce melatonin and improve our sleep quality. This I know about the television. The phone, I'm not, it doesn't bother me. The television would bother me because I'll see the image running through my mind all night, I swear.
Just turn it off. That's all. It's very easy. I love how
Yeah, but it's off, Jamie, but it's running in my mind.
It's running in your mind.
Yeah.
It's like we're just too addicted to technology.
Yeah.
And we complicate things. It's almost like you need a 12-step program to unplug. Am I missing something? It's so addictive. I don't know what it is. Guys, just unplug it. Let the charge run down. Put it away from you, and that would be easy. It's amazing.
Maybe we need a technology anonymous.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We need a technology.
Listen, the more developed we are, or we should be, the more we need steps to get out of bed. Ridiculous. I don't get it.
Listen, we have too many devices. You see, and I was one of those folks who was technology resistant. I took the longest in my family to get a cell phone, like I say, and I'm the one that always has the cell phone in my hand now. Shameful, I admit.
Well, if you're out there and you're wondering about the benefits of unplugging from technology, here we go. Unplugging from technology can improve our relationships. Technology can often be a distraction, pulling us away from the present moment and away from the people around us. By unplugging from technology and spending time with loved ones, we can strengthen our relationships and improve our emotional well-being.
Remember, we went to family gatherings, and us and our families, we were around the television, but we still found time to chat, especially if we were watching a movie and something happened. Now we're around the television and we still have our phones in our hands, so we're hardly saying anything. And if one person brings up the fact that, did you see that? You'd be like, no, I wasn't paying attention. So why are we all sitting in front of the television then and we're not paying attention to it?
Because you have a relationship with your device.
Wow. A deadly one. We have to put them down, guys. We ought to put them down. Wow.
So we're running through the benefits of unplugging from technology. It's really simple to do it, just unplug. Seriously, throw the plug on.
So unplugging from technology can also have physical benefits. Sitting in front of a screen for long periods of time can lead to poor posture and eye strain. By unplugging from technology, we can take regular breaks to stretch and move around, reducing our risk for developing physical issues. As I said before, majority of the population will soon be walking like this, even before we get to old age, because we're so in our devices most of the time. That's why I try, if I'm there, to do that, because I feel like my head is sticking down. I don't want my head down. We got to be mindful.
12-step program, I tell you. We're trying to convince the public about the benefits of unplugging from tech. This is so interesting to me. I mean, it's like, how developed are we that we need to tell people what the benefits are? Think of it this way. Yeah, when you unplug, you can go exercise. Your relationships can get better. Yeah. Wow. You can focus. How about that? On something else.
On something else.
Great, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's that bad now.
Listen to me. It is interesting. It is interesting. All right, so we've got other benefits. We've got other benefits of unplugging from technology, and we're going to take a look at a few. Here we go.
Wow.
Unplugging from technology can also help us be more productive. I love this. It's like, By giving ourselves a break from the constant stream of distractions, we can focus more on the task at hand and be more productive, especially when you are using a device to produce.
For some things, because most of the times we're not using it to produce, we're just using it to
I don't know about that, Cortez. I don't know about that.
I get your point about using it to produce, because we have to use the laptops, the tablets, etc., to do our homework, to do our research and whatever. But then we go astray. Folks, link us in the comments and let Jamie know that these devices do take us astray, because thank God I don't have an Amazon account and never shop online. But the amount of distractions that you have on that phone, that device, that somebody's trying to sell you something. Imagine you're doing your daily devotions, and in your daily devotions, there's an advertisement showing you the bundles, or some form of makeup, or a fancy dress, or a wedding gown, or lipstick, or makeup, or somebody doing a new makeup trend that you want to follow. The distractions are great on those devices, so I really think we need to unplug. This is just a reminder to society to unplug and do something good for yourself. And that is, as Micheline would say, do a little bit of good for you.
Except when you're watching Good Morning SKN, which is streamed to you on social media, of course. Don't unplug that, right?
I'm just going to smile this time.
All right, there you go. That's really... Just saying. It's quite interesting. Definitely quite interesting. We're telling you the benefits of unplugging, and we're saying to you,
don't unplug it.
Just wait for it.
Wait, yes. Until 10 you can unplug.
It's very interesting.
Wow. But we are bombarded. We are bombarded by technology. Some of us, like the younger kids, are wearing glasses earlier. We never wear glasses that early.
Are you sure about that? Well, I don't wear glasses. I don't know if you wear glasses.
I do wear glasses. I just don't wear it all the time, but I don't have to. So, but most of the younger kids these days are wearing glasses because of these devices, because they spend hours on them, Jimmy. As I said, their parents are... Yeah, we had that one already. Their parents can be like, okay, I can get this completed once. B is sat in the corner with their tablet. They're not bothering me. They're not making any mischief. They're good. They're going to come up, Mommy, can I have something to eat? That's when these kids come out with these things, when they're hungry.
I love how we're painting technology black. Technology is like that. If I could personify it, technology is literally like that robot that's overpowering you. It's so towering, right? And it's holding the hands of children and adults as we mindlessly follow where it leads us. Is that the picture that we're painting? That doesn't work. We're responsible.
Some of us are led away by it.
We are so responsible.
Hands up. I'm responsible but not responsible sometimes, especially with my phone and technology and trying to find out the next, because as I Google one thing and that comes up, then a bunch of other questions are there, and then I'd be like, okay, let me see what this one says.
Listen.
And that's me, guys.
It's the user, it's not the technology, and that's the point. So this is why, I guess...
Yeah, that's why some of us users have to unplug, like myself.
And you need a 12-step program for that. Just check.
No, we just need to put the devices away. There's something here that says, when you unplug from technology, you lock away your devices and forget about them. That doesn't work. You're thinking, oh, maybe somebody messaged me. Oh, maybe something pop up, and you go look for the phone. Sometimes I literally put my phone on silent and hide it on the weekends when I have work to do. But then you don't want to see me going and tumble up to find it.
Wow.
We're not blacklisting technology. We're just saying that some of us are extremely addicted. Not even going to use the word addicted alone. Extremely addicted. And we need to just unplug for a minute. Just put them down. We survived with them before. We can survive without them now. Or a few.
Except on Mondays to Fridays between 8 and 10 when you watch Good Morning SKN. Is that the disclaimer?
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to put out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Fair enough.
Interesting. We'll be back in a moment. If you're still plugged in to GMSKN.
Stay plugged.
no cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango!
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Good morning. This is Karen of Paris and support from Paris Vermont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Good morning, SKN. Wagwan. Yo, it's Bensley Hart coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it, go already. See me. See me, I say Caribbean people stand up and I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah, man. Studio 327. Bensley Hart's a big up. See me, I say. I'm the whole innocent crew. Yeah, man. More love.
The St. Kitts Association of Backyard Gardeners recently elected a new executive to govern the group. Here with us is President Stephen Duggins and Vice President Ms. Ralda Warner. Good morning to you both and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a privilege to be here.
Oh, thank you.
Our pleasure having you, and congratulations on your newly elected post in the association.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. So, can you tell us a bit about your new roles?
In terms of roles, perhaps I should give a background of the association. Sometime in 2020, around September, October, under the leadership of Stuart Versailles, there was a group of them thought they were having some challenges and wanted to improve and expand the association. So they invited a few of us and formed what we call a steering committee that was led by Mr. Sam Franks, and they gave us a 6-month mandate to put things in place and to get things rolling. I must say that in February of that following year, we had a first AGM, and the executive then was Mr. Sam Franks, president, myself, vice president. You had Rello Warner here as the PRO. You had Diana Francis as the treasurer. You had Sonara Busu as the secretary, and you have Karen Dickinson as the assistant secretary treasurer. And we also always have 2 people's rep. That was Conrad Kelly and Von Ward. That committee served for 2 years. Luckily, we had an opportunity to launch the association back in March of 2021, shortly after the AGM. We, in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism and the Department of Agriculture, they had a prize giving ceremony and we were able to launch the association. Well, I must say, things happened. We could talk about it later. But we're here today with a new executive. And I must say, for the benefit of the public, I am now the president, moved from vice president to president. We all want to move from PRO to vice president. We have Stuart Versailles as the backing as the PRO. You have
Diana as
the
secretary.
She moved from treasurer to secretary. And we have Monica Hodge as the new treasurer. And we have the 2 reps, Conrad Kelly and Von Ward, remaining as the people's rep. And I think I missed one. Yes, assistant secretary treasurer, Daniel.
Okay.
Gabriel, Noreen Gabriel.
Noreen Gabriel, sorry.
Yeah, and so we're looking forward to the challenge. We have just been elected. We have 2 years to make things happen. And I could tell you about some of the plans in a while.
Well, please, I'm going to ask you, what are those plans? I know that you're new, but...
But before you look at the plans, though, let me say the association was set up to do a number of things, and I'm going to highlight just 4. 1, we want to support members in attaining their social and economic goals. We could talk about how they do that by planting, selling, saving money. For every pound of food we produce, that's a pound less you have to buy from the supermarket. So you can save money, you can sell, you can make money. We also want to look at fostering the development and linkages with other institutions. We work very close to the Department of Agriculture, for example. We want to reach out to places like AICA, the Taiwanese, etc. And in addition, we provide support to the members in terms of technical support. We do farm visits. Well, I'll tell you some of the visits we would have taken. We do farm visits. We provide information. We are trying now to get inputs at a reduced cost. We have just recently issued ID cards to members. A number of institutions around St. Kitts have said, yes, you show me an ID card and you're a bona fide member of the association, we offer you a discount. So that is a plus, and that is one of the things that we're using now to encourage others to join the association. And finally, in terms of objectives, we want to continue to contribute to food production, not just in terms of numbers, but we want to ensure that the people of St. Kitts Nevis eat fresh, healthy food and more locally produced. So in general, those are the 4, I would say, summary of number of activities or objectives we have in our association. And we're really excited and we want to go.
shows.
Also, we do numbers of field trips to different farmers to see how they grow their crops, if they do them from seedlings, come right up. I do some seedlings myself. Okay. Yeah, and we went to Mr. Morris, we went to the guy in St. Paul's, and we were really, really, really blessed, and to see how their farms is, we were glad about it.
When I think about backyard gardening, I'm thinking something behind the yard. So can you explain what is backyard gardening for me? Because it seems like it's just our local, the goods that our local farmers produce on a big scale.
We plant in our yards.
Okay.
Where some people have their just outside their yards. Because I have part outside of my yard as well. And you find, if you come to my home, you'll be surprised. I plant even on the fence. Okay. Yes, I put pipe. Okay. And I put things in them, and I put in containers and everything. So every space I can find, I would use to plant in.
So those farmers that plant in the throws that are up, that is considered backyard gardening as well?
Yes. If you're not a commercial farmer, we have a quarter acre and that kind of thing, then we consider backyard farmer.
Okay.
And backyard, like well, say, extends beyond just the boundaries of your household. If you have a friend or neighbor house lot that is vacant, you can get permission, and we consider it also as backyard farming.
Okay.
Utilize the land, keep the weeds down, keep the place looking nice while they're waiting to construct the house.
All right, but that's advantageous for you and for the person who has to maintain the land as well. All right, Ms. Warner, I want to talk with you a little bit about the technical support that Mr. Duggins mentioned that you provided. What can you tell us?
To the backyard gardeners? Yes. Well, when I was a PRO, I went out and helped, like go out and ask farmers if I can come with my group to see how they are. I would do seedlings, and I would go in the chat and I would say, hi, I have some seedlings, so you guys wish to have, and we share among ourselves. And if I go somewhere and I see something like, this looks cheap, okay, let me put it in the chat. Chinese have this, or Rams have this, let's go and buy it. And you know, even the spray bottles, I go and I saw them and I said, look, these spray bottles are $15. You go somewhere else, they cost a lot of money. Let's run, go there and buy them. That's what we do.
Let me add to that. The chat provides some very valuable information. Like Bella said, we share things. I might say, look, I have excess pigeon peas, I have excess fruits, and somebody will say, look, I want some. We sell, we give away free, or we share. Seedlings, if you have too many seedlings that you can handle in your backyard, you just announce it in chat, and person will be glad to take it and offer you maybe some compensation. I did not mention earlier, but we are about 65 members strong at the moment. We are growing, and we want to reach 100 before year end. And we have what, 41, I think, 44 females, 21 males, almost 2 to 1, but we get in there. And one other thing I found is that a number of older persons in the chat, it's like an event, opportunity to say, oh, what I produced this morning, and we send pictures.
Yeah, nice.
We've been sending pictures, and we also start to monitor, as a request of the Department of Agriculture, our production. I could tell you for last year, we did over 6,000 pounds contributing to the economy. Nice. We have already decided our first executive meeting coming up this Thursday, we're going to set new targets. So we tell persons, let's produce more. And we want to show the Department of Agriculture and the Ministry in general that we are indeed making significant contribution to the economy. So that when we come and we say we need some exemption, this type of input, that kind of input, they can ask us, why should we exempt you and not somebody else? So we are doing that. Let me just let something out the bag. We want to establish a day for St. Kitts Backyard Garden Association. We think we have enough numbers and we have enough produce. We could say, look, call and figure out my head on May the 10th. That day, all of us set our stalls and we sell and display our produce, and we talk to persons about how they could become members, some tips and techniques. We're looking at that. We have not yet selected the day, but we will choose the day shortly by the end of this month, and I'll get back to you and tell you this day will be from here on the annual Backyard Gardeners Day.
Yes, nice.
That sounds very impressive.
Indeed. So what are some of the crops that backyard gardeners grow?
Anything. Primarily vegetables. A lot of lettuce. You have cucumbers, you have tomatoes. Well, what crops you doing? That might be easier.
I do lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, sorrel, kale, the fruit, and then you have the kale that you can eat the
leaves.
Yes. I do thyme, herbs, onions, anything you could talk about is by me.
So do you do pumpkin and sweet potatoes as well?
I did pumpkin one time, but it took over the whole yard.
Okay,
So
that's what I'm wondering about.
I have the potatoes at the moment, so I train it.
Okay.
So every time I see it come out, I turn it back around.
Yeah, we do a lot of seasoning. For those persons who don't have the space, we encourage container production, be it tires, pots, pans, whatever. So you don't have to have a big backyard to be involved. A few pots or pans around your veranda, you can become a member. You can get involved.
And I also plant in tires as well.
Well, I'm not surprised you plant on the fence, so.
She's made use of all of her spaces.
All right, so if you had an opportunity to tell the public why they should get into backyard gardening, anything that you didn't say before, well, let me ask you this in another way of saying it, because perhaps I don't have a backyard, but I have a ledge, I have a window. You encourage that as well. Is that something that we see a lot with some of your members?
Excellent. Like I say, once there's space, we encourage you to plant. And I taught agricultural science at school way back when I was much younger. And I used to tell the students, take a milk can, take any container, regardless of the size, and if you can't grow herbs or something, you should not be in my class. Because the common herb is so easy to grow. You just stick it and it goes. Time is a different story. Time hit and miss sometimes. But so containers on your ledge, fine. Once you have that love and you need to get some fresh, and nothing is as good as when you're to cook, you just go and you clip off a piece of herbs.
Yes.
Fresh. Can't beat that.
I like that.
So,
you're a good salesman.
Yeah. I hope at the end of this program I encourage you. Buy two small pots. We could talk to you. The other thing we want to do, again, we want to set up a technical committee. And that you have any problem at all, you don't always have to call the extension department at Department of Agriculture. You could just put your problem in the chat, and within 24 hours, we will set a team would respond to your need in terms of what we think the problem might be. And most often, we try and visit your farm to guide you and direct you. A number of us are qualified agriculturists, so we have that benefit. And we have some person outside of the association who can call on as well. So I'll get back to your question later.
All right. Well, we've got people watching. I'm sure they're curious to know how they could get in touch with you. Join the association, perhaps.
Farmer Pierre, we'll answer that. Once you get the thoughts together, Well has done a tremendous job in reaching out to people. Even in terms of subscriptions and so on, she reach you on your job, she get you if you can't come to meeting. She has been tremendous as a PRO. A number of person wonder why you didn't put her back. We said no, you have a bigger role for her. So she's now the vice president, which she's got do a lot more work now. But you can contact, I think our numbers are there. We try to wear shirts at any function so people will identify us. Well, my number is public, 6628099. Well, the number thing should be
6641598.
And at any event the Department of Agriculture has, like Open Day and the Night Fair and so on, we participate. And at our stall, we always have little flyers and we encourage persons to come aboard, join us. And there are a lot of benefits, like I tried to show you. You get assistance you get technical assistance, that's primarily one. You get a forum, a community of like-minded people. We could ask questions, share your joy. I mean, nothing is better than the morning you see first, a nice arrangement. And look, flowers. You don't have to be food. A number of us are involved in horticulture.
Really?
So you have a nice arrangement to greet you in the morning, saying this is from my garden. You know, and some person can contribute to churches in terms of the art and so on. So you can also grow flowers if you like flowers. Agriculture is not only about food, but the horticulture business is $1 million business as well. There is scope for that.
Also, we have a banner.
Oh yeah, which we display when we have
Yes.
function. So you pass it through, You see? Can't miss us. And we're going to be in your face a lot more. This new executive have committed themselves to really drive and build the numbers and make that impact nationally.
All
right.
So do you folks have a headquarters?
Sadly, no. Most of our activities are held at the department. We work closely with Ministry, Department of Agriculture. We use the conference room for meetings, that sort of thing. We don't. Perhaps one day, we may get our own building and headquarters. It's a good dream.
All right, so any final words before we let you go? Any final words to the public? Any final words about the association that you'd like to share?
Yes, if anyone would like to join our association, they can call my phone number 664-1598, and we also have the forms so that you can fill out, and you pay at $30, and then with that you're entitled to your ID, so you can come on and join the Backyard Garden Association.
I like that.
Yeah, and from me, I want to encourage all persons listening, even if you're not actively involved in farming, but you have that desire and the love, come and join us. I'm sure within a week or two, you'll start planting in a pot, a pan, a tire, or you'll find some space in your yard. And you will not be alone. You have tremendous support from all the other members. We could start with seedlings. And what we're trying to do as well, there's some older folks who say sometimes it's a bit challenging to prepare the soil and get things clean up. We are trying to set up now a small labor force, a 3 or 4 person come to look in work, the numbers, maybe the rate per hour, and we say, Mary, we understand you need some help. Okay, call John Brown at this number. He's willing to come and clean your yard for you, but it's on your own for now. Later, the associate might be able to offer a percentage of that cost. But we don't want to leave you out alone. And not all of us as physical and strong like me, Welder. So you may want some help in, trimming the bush to get started. We want to ensure that members can also get that. Don't use us and get your land cleaned up and then you don't farm. So become a member. We will help you with your preparation, we'll help you with your inputs, and we'll help you to make sure you get things going so that we can continue to feed the public. Fresh, local vegetables. Healthy. Minimum pesticides. A number of us are organic producers. No chemicals. Of course, being tropical, you have this abundance of pests. So occasionally we use a lot of non-harsh chemicals.
Like the neem and the hot pepper and the garlic. Yeah.
And what does that kill?
That will keep away the white flies and those stuff.
White ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm learning a lot already. I'm not part of the association.
You just might become a part. You never know.
We have open arms.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your enthusiasm for backyard gardening. Hope to see your numbers grow.
Yeah, but let me just say thank you on behalf of the association for the opportunity to come on Good Morning SKN. I hope this is not the first, but as we develop our programs and strategy, we could come back and share with the public through your media. Thanks for the opportunity once again.
You're welcome. Thank you as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Strong Ms. Warner. More Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. JAD. Embrace the freedom.
exotic experience.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Good morning, this is Paris and support from Paris, Vermont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Have you heard about pet? I don't know what they are, but if you haven't, then we give you that. Pet peeves can be deemed minor annoyances that the person finds particularly irritating. In this segment, we will be reviewing some of the most common pet peeves around the world. I guess we want to irritate you today. Or we want to give you an outlet for your annoyance.
So folks, apparently I said I'm addicted to technology. I'm not. I'm addicted to my cellular phone. So let me clear that up, you know?
What are you talking about?
It's my, no, I have to clear it up. I'm addicted to my cellular phone, not technology.
And that's a pet peeve? All right.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. So chewing sounds and noises. Yeah, some people slap, chew. No, you're supposed to chew nice. Like I can chew and people don't know I'm chewing. At my former work, we were not allowed to have gum in my mouth. And I can guarantee you that almost all of the time Hortensia had a gum in her mouth and nobody could have known that I had gum in my mouth. So yeah. And I know some people suffer from allergies and they need to clear their throat, but this, I don't like it. It's annoying. Like I have 2 cousins that do that every morning. They wake up. When we were younger and we went on family vacations together, my gosh, it was like, what are y'all doing? They're clearing their throat. It's going through their ears. So no pun intended, folks, that has to clear their throat that way. But that's a pet peeve to me. I'm like, why all that noise?
Yeah,
Slap, slap, chew.
The part where you said you come in your mouth and
nobody would know.
We all have gum in our mouth. It's not chewing gum.
Why does Jeremy have to cover that for me? Guys, chewing gum. Let me be clear, right? Because the shade is real this morning. Chewing gum. A white gum, blue gum, whatever gum, you wouldn't know. Yeah, but we do all have pink gums in our mouths. Yeah, but let me tell you.
How about chewing with your mouth open? Yeah, that's
annoying too.
Yeah, you get the sounds more because of that.
And then sometimes we chew and we speak and we're not supposed to. So it's
called multitasking.
But then we're not
That's
supposed
what some
to
call it.
Multitask. Okay, so do you see the pun in there? Multitasking.
Well, I said multi, but you're saying multi. All right.
Guys, I switched it up. Yeah. But yeah, we're not supposed, when we chew, nobody's supposed to know. They should only see our mouths moving and the noise of clearing the throat.
Why are they watching your? Never mind. Anyway,
Some people do the weirdest thing. They watch you while you chew, or they watch you while you eat from across the room while they're waiting their food. They got nothing else to do, so they'll just peep you and be like, "Why is he chewing like that?"
Yeah.
Pet peeve. Pet peeve.
Repetitive tapping.
Yeah, they have folks that can't stay still. I do the shake foot, the repetitive shake foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. I mean, if it's making a noise, I mean, if you tap yourself and I'm not distracted by it, whatever. If there's a sound that comes with it, I would tell you definitely, it's going to be pet peeve.
Because some people do it on the table like, and they just can't stop, and they just keep going, and they just keep going. Yeah. Pet peeve. Too much noise. I guess I like quiet.
And suddenly it became quiet. Interruption during a conversation.
Not really, because maybe sometimes they have a good point to get across to you. So, but it depends.
It's interesting because I guess, because there's a balance that takes place when you're having a conversation, I suppose. You want to convey your interest, but you also want to give the person the opportunity to complete his or her thought. And so, because I'm pretty certain that it's happened to you when you're conversing with people. There's something you want to say, you get distracted, and then automatically your thought gets detoured, and then you can't come back around to it. So it depends. Should someone be interrupted during a conversation? Depends. How long are you talking, by the way? Do you come up for air? Do I have the opportunity to say something about what you've said? Are you open to feedback, or is it just a soliloquy? Are you just going to be blabbing and blabbing and blabbing about your cousin's pet hamster and about the boy that got away 15 years ago that showed up with a girl like, OMG, you couldn't believe he selected her over you? Like, oh my, like seriously, if you're doing that, not gonna happen. By the way,
get over them.
I think that depending on who I'm talking to, and I've never done this, but I'm pretty sure I could. If I run into somebody, we're always on our phones now, I probably would like set my alarm to go off like a ring. And so in the middle of their blabbing like that, I'll probably be like, oh, excuse me, I have to take, I'm sorry, I really have to go. Because that works too if you're not going to be able to converse with the person, but if they're, going to talk at you, not to you,
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So you got a pet peeve with an escape route, right?
A pet peeve. You have planned your escape plan, man.
Oh, you gotta be smart. You've gotta be smart. Gotta be smart.
No, but sometimes some people just need to talk, but then they have to realize that just let it go. Because you keep talking about it, you just keep rehashing and living the bad feelings that you probably need to let go of. Especially with the one that the guy showed up 7 years later, With
OMG.
somebody that wasn't me.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Lucky guy, he's not being talked to death. All right.
Oh my God.
Texting during a meal.
Yeah. Okay. So, folks, I just think when we go to dinner with our significant other, with our friends, with our family, we should just all put away the phones. Like, there's this restaurant in Australia. Is it pet peeve to put away the phone? Really? No, there's this restaurant in Australia. Once you're done ordering, you're to put your phone in this little box that they lock, and you get it back afterwards. So you're forced to have a conversation amongst yourself.
And everybody loves being forced to do anything. But I get your
But
point.
no, I know you understand, but still, man, we don't communicate no more. It's like everybody's at the table, and I could even be texting you. So, how was your day? And I'm right there. Instead of asking you, how was your day? It's bad.
I just don't want to talk.
Yo, we need to throw those
text.
phones in the sea. And then go back for them when we need them. Hopefully they're waterproof.
Yeah, texting during a meal. Nah.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve. Let's focus. Let's enjoy the meal. Oh, I spoke about that. So I'm gonna put up my sign already.
Is it excessive? I mean, sometimes you can't help it. So are we talking about the occasional, excuse me, or are we talking about this thing that sounds like it's an ode to throat clearing?
Have you heard it?
What is a person's medical condition? Seriously.
That's what I'm saying. For those that have allergies and their sinuses would have drained tremendously, you should hear them in the morning, man. Jeez. I have 2 cousins. They're professionals.
So I think we need to balance it.
I know.
It's not really their fault. So, I don't know.
It's not their fault, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
But I guess we have to deal with it. Y'all, I don't mean anything by it, but I'm just saying it's an annoying sound. But
I mean, it's an annoying.
It's an annoying sound, but they have to do the annoying sound to get the relief that they need.
I'm teasing you pretentious.
I know, but I have to make sure that I'm clear. I don't want anybody beating me up when I'm walking down the road. Like, you hear to hear people say that. What's wrong with you? See? I don't want to be beat up. What? We are the world. We are the same people all over we go.
One love.
Exactly.
One love. I'm here.
So, guys, I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying the sound is, yeah, it's annoying. As it goes on for a good, my cousin could do it for a good 10 minutes. And then she's done. Do you know when she's awake?
Probably we're done. We're not done yet. We've got more topics to go. Right.
Yep.
Drawers and cameras.
Mm-mm.
That's a perfect close.
Oh, so I am supposed to do your work. Why would you leave the drawer open? Why? No, every day is accidentally. No, close the drawers, please. Shut the cabinets. Whose face, nose, mouth, eye, ear are you trying to take off? And whose knee are you trying to break? Whose shin keeps hitting on the bottom drawer that you leave? See, my voice is going. That you leave open. Close your drawers. Yes. Head.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's just rolling with it.
Show them what you said?
I'm just rolling with it.
Oh. No, man, close them, man. That's an accident waiting to happen for somebody that comes in and not paying attention and falls over that drawer. Jesus.
Yeah, that's why living by yourself.
A very good thing.
Do whatever you want.
So you can leave all your drawers open and fall over yourself. My drawers will be closed. Mm-hmm.
So is this really an annoying thing? What are we talking about?
Because maybe they're just playing with this like that at the table.
We're talking about
Young kids.
kind of expect it. You have to.
Tell them not to do it.
We're not talking about the kid sitting behind me on the plane kicking the seat. Yeah, the whole hour should. And while the mother was like, "Oh wow."
And then he starts again. Cup.
Stop that. Yeah.
Just put your hand behind. I've seen videos where people would have put their hand behind and squeeze a kid's foot. Boy, he didn't do that again.
No, that's.
Huh?
That's. Hey,
Just squeeze his foot and he's continuously kicking the seat. I didn't say I did it. I said I saw a video of people doing that. Yeah. No, stop it. It edges your teeth. Mm-hmm. Not cool. Don't scrape the silverware, kids. Don't you? Oh my gosh. And this always happens when you're in a rush, guys. Almost always. It's like, go ahead. No, I'm done because I just need to be done now.
I was going to say a moment of silence. First face I thought of, who's very much alive, when this came up on the screen.
Driving too slow.
Can you speed down? Oh, seriously. And generally, it's like older people. I'm not going to name any names because you know who I mean. But if you've ever gotten stuck behind that person, which I'm sure many of you have, ever gotten stuck behind that person, which I'm sure many of you have, when you are in a rush, you might as well just accept the fact that you're either going to be late or arrive with a little bit of high blood pressure on time.
But sometimes it's not even the older folks, because when you pass by some of these cars and you see the people that are driving and you know this, you're texting and driving, not good.
But is there any relationship with which someone drives, which they speak, because there might be some correlation? I'm sorry,
So they drive slow and they speak slow? Oh wow. So maybe they just move slow too, so it's all a slothful world.
I want to do it. Can somebody do a study? Can somebody find me somebody reason out like seriously? Like people who drive slowly speak slowly as well. Is that a thing? I just want to know.
No. Yeah, but this happens every time you're rushing. Sheesh, man. Always. Yeah.
I left my house. I had it timed perfectly. I worked roughly 7 minutes away from where I live. I would drive through Baxter, the opposite direction of the traffic flow. So it's time. I'm leaving my house at 10 minutes to 8 o'clock to walk into the office at 7:57. I'll be fine. No issues with parking. Until the day when I meet this guy who's talking with his girlfriend and is going less than 20 miles per hour. Stop it.
Well, he's trying to maximize the time that he has.
That's so nice that he was doing that. Below the speed limit, which is in the times, by the way. But if you went too slow.
What are you gonna do? A guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do. He's gotta ensure that he has to ensure that his girlfriend goes to work in the proper frame of mind, knowing that she's loved. So he's putting in all this energy. Yeah.
How about the space of affection that keeps me back from my job? Yeah. How about that?
Well, it's a pet peeve for me, especially when you have to go somewhere. So yeah, definitely a pet peeve for me.
We're done with that. Pet peeve.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
no cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Good morning, SKN. Wagwan. Yo, it's Bensley Lad coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it, go already. See me, I say Caribbean people stand up and I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah, man. Studio 327. Bensley Lad, it's a big up. See me, I say. I'm the whole innocent crew. Yeah, man. More love.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Have you ever heard a saying and thought, who came up with this? Well, for this segment, Jamie and I will be learning about the origins of some popular idioms. So do you know any popular idioms?
I'm sorry. You read idioms, and seeing it written, I'm thinking, yeah, we'd like to know about the origins of some popular idioms, but how about the origins of some popular idiots?
Oh, Jesus.
That's where I went with it. I'm just confessing.
That's not what's written.
It's not what's written.
Idioms. Oh,
my mind. Yeah, listen, I'm pretty sure some of you right now are thinking, yeah, good one. Because I want to know where they came from as well. But we're not talking about the sayings.
Oh, my God.
All right, back to the sayings. Idioms, not idiots.
I'm trying to remember if I know a local one.
Which one?
I'm trying.
Idiom or idiot?
Remember. No, not the second one. I told you I need to walk the road in peace. I don't know how you run, you know. I can't run as fast as you.
I apologize for giving you guys some flashbacks to those moments when you encountered some popular, yeah. Let's keep it to the idioms, okay?
Not me. Oh. So writer Jonathan Swift used the phrase in the 1700s. The court said, and quote, I like this, the sight of you is good for sore eyes, was found in a work titled A Complete Collection of Genteel and Ingenious Conversation.
Wow. Okay. Sight for sore eyes. We use it a lot.
So yeah, but when we say a sight for sore eyes, that means something's ugly, right? It's not clean. Like we see garbage in the drain and we say a sight for sore eyes.
No. It's actually a compliment. Like you're a sight for sore eyes.
It's a compliment? So that means some of us has been using it in the wrong context?
Well, gotta be.
What?
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Wow.
It's like, wow, I'm glad to see you.
But I'm not glad to see that trash in.
Well, it's not a sight for sore eyes. You just don't like to see it. That's all it is.
Okay, then.
Sight for sore eyes is complimentary. It's a compliment, right?
The sight is for you is a.
Say that I start thinking about it.
I have a tongue tie.
Yeah.
The sight for you is good for sore eyes.
Never mind.
It just sounds wrong.
All right, so crocodile tears. Here we go. Somebody was listening to me the other day. Were you? Oh, yes. So the phrase derives from an ancient belief that crocodiles shed tears while consuming their prey.
Yeah, right. They don't even care. They just be munching you up.
So we really think that the crocodiles are supposedly apologetic while they're digesting their prey. Is that what we're going with there? That
they don't care.
You know, I didn't mean to do it, but I really had to. It's an urge that I can't fight off.
But I gotta eat.
Wow.
Yeah. I really want to see a crocodile up close. Crying.
I don't even want to see a crocodile up close. Never mind crying.
His mouth will be closed, so we just want to see if he's going to cry.
Yeah, when it's biting off your hand.
No, his mouth is taped shut.
Oh,
I'm not going to go to a crocodile with his mouth wide open. Madness.
Given our use of tape recently, it's amazing that we have trust in tape to work. If you want to trust it, trust the tape.
Listen, the gentleman in the bio that I watch sometimes when I'm ironing, they have the serious crocodile tape, and they tape those boys' mouths shut,
Not the gorilla tape, the crocodile tape, just to be sure.
No, we don't. I cannot, right? Because we want the crocodile to, we don't want to take its skin. You saw what happened to the lady that put Gorilla Glue in her hair instead of Gorilla Gel?
Don't give me crocodile tears implies that, I guess we've seen it in the context of people having arguments or being attacked in some way, shape, or form, verbally. Don't know why my default is females, but anyway, and they're going at it, and it's like, don't shed any crocodile tears here. You came at me, and this is what you got for it. You're not really sorry, yeah.
So the fake crying is
really
crocodile
sorry.
tears.
Exactly, you're not really sorry. Like the crocodile is not really sorry.
But what
for
is
devouring
being said
its
may
prey.
be hurting the person's feelings, so they are just crying because of that. So it doesn't have to be a sorry cry. It's just like, really? Didn't you see you're hurting my feelings?
Really? No. Crocodile tears.
Wow. Okay.
Phony crying. You don't mean it.
So some people that cried at funerals phony crying.
I don't know.
Because they didn't mean it. They didn't really appreciate the person when they were alive.
They're crying over missed opportunities to appreciate the person.
Yeah.
Could be that.
They're gone. They ain't coming back. So hands down. And hands down shouldn't be like, because when you say down it means bad, but hands down mean good. Dating back to the 19th century, this phrase referred to horse jockeys loosening their grip on the reins when their horse had a strong lead in the race. So why would you loosening the grip? Okay. So he's trying to tell the horse you don't have to work that hard no more. We're here. We're doing it. But keep going. Okay.
Hands down.
Okay. And that's where that came from.
Now, I'm hoping, I'm predicting that the other one, and I know that you guys probably didn't do this, but wouldn't it be funny if you did? If we had a hands up after that. Or put them up. And you get where we're going with this, right? It's like, hands up, everybody. It's a whole different meaning, right?
It's a stick up.
Whole different meaning.
Yep, I got it. A whole different meaning.
Whole different meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know it's not up here. Don't worry. Nobody's hands are going up.
But the Westerns, now I come to think of it, right? He rode in on his horse. Come on, we're here. And then walks into the saloon. This is a stick up.
Hands up.
Nobody do anything stupid.
There you go. Now, interesting. Cat got your tongue. We say this a lot. Generally, thinking it means you have nothing to say. Some believe it's related to ancient Egyptians cutting out tongues and feeding them to cats, while others believe it originated from flogging crew members aboard vessels. Well, if you're gonna, I don't want the cat to get my tongue at all. Because if it's gonna get it because it's cut out and fed to a cat, then that gives it a whole other meaning.
I wonder why was that punishment inflicted though in ancient times? You spoke too much. You said something against the king, the queen.
You can't speak now. Cat got
Jungle
your tongue.
out there. Yep, cat certainly aided and flogging crew members.
The cat's out there wondering, why are you doing this to me? Why do I have such a bad rap? I'm just, cat is probably shedding a tear like a crocodile because he's just eating what he's fed, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, not really.
Caught red-handed. I say, and our parents use this a lot. I caught you red-handed. A saying with origins dating back to the 15th century Scotland. Caught red-handed is referred to being found with blood on your hands after is referred to being found with blood on your hands after they have committed a crime. Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Stealing from the cookie jar. I caught you red-handed.
Exactly
Put it back.
Got blood on your hands. You're guilty. That's literally what that means.
Yep.
You're guilty. caught you red-handed.
And the lawyer said that in a court of law. You were caught red-handed doing it. How can you say you're not guilty of that? Can you? Let me tell you, if I was an attorney, I would have had so much antics in court. I swear.
Oh, trust me, that's not the place for them.
Wait, I wasn't done. I was going to say, I think I'd have more jail time than office time. Yeah, I just was about to say that. The judge would be like, no court, so contempt of court. 2 weeks. Man.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. See, some professions aren't for some of us.
Waking up on the wrong side of the bed, sitting at the dock of the bay. I don't know why these two things came together in my head. There I go rhyming. This is a Roman superstition. Ancient philosophers equated the right side of anything as the positive side and the left side of anything as sinister or negative side. Well, that latter part I know of because I remember reading that when people were left-handed, they were presumed to be sinister for that very reason. So, wrong side of the bed.
Wow.
Has its origins there.
So you have to be, I don't like that though. So I'm left-handed, so I'm sinister?
Yeah, that was the assumption, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Sinister and what? But yeah, if you come to work for saying you have an attitude, the first thing people like to say, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Or, what's your problem? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? There's no wrong side. There's no right side. I just roll out of the bed.
Oh, you rolled well. At least you didn't fall out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Listen. Now, falling out of the bed. I guess a lot of us did that as kids. I'm sure we all had a fall. You don't think you fell out of bed already?
Talk about falling through the ice, Hortensia.
Oh, break the ice? Why are we breaking the ice? I'm just kidding. Dating back to the 17th century, writer Samuel Butler used the expression in the poem Hood Bras, which, and I quote, at last broke silence and the ice. Which reads, at last broke silence and then the ice. So we're literally breaking the ice.
I love the way how these idioms are taken from their point of origin, and nobody could really anticipate how they're going to be used. But again, this is a 17th century writer, and we're using this in the 21st century.
Yeah.
It's commonplace in our speech.
Yeah. Icebreakers. Start of a conversation. And somebody's sitting there, okay, who's going to speak first? Who's going to speak first? Break the ice. Just break the silence.
Hobson's choice is another one of those things, and I forgot the origin of the saying, but effectively it means that you're caught between a rock and a hard place. So it's like, I'm left with Hobson's choice here. I really don't.
I never understood that one, So between a rock is a skinny place. How is it a rock?
No, they're both the same thing. A rock is hard, and a hard place is hard.
It's hard.
So you have no choice.
So how can I be caught between a rock and a hard place?
The advantages don't outweigh the disadvantages relatively. They're the same thing, effectively. So breaking the ice. Not to be confused with breaking a leg, which we're not going to do here.
Somebody said something the other day, Jamie. When somebody say break a leg, they're hoping that you're part of the cast.
The understudy? Generally the one to say that?
No, but they say when somebody tell you break a leg, they're hoping that you are part of the cast. You get it, right?
Yeah, yes.
Like the cast on your foot?
Not that.
Listen, that was what the go break a leg, hoping you'll be part of the cast. Yeah. A part of the cast, not a cast on your foot.
Interesting.
I'm like, wow. Never thought of it that way.
Wow. All right. Oh, so rub the wrong way. So the origins of this phrase refers to cats, specifically rubbing their fur in the wrong direction, as written in 1819 in Aunt Mary's Tales. Rub the wrong way. Wow.
But then we use it in our conversation to say, look here, no dude, you're rubbing me the wrong way today, so get your act together.
There's a wrong direction? Were they rubbing it to the left? I don't get it. To the left?
You're rubbing me the wrong way tonight.
I don't know why all of a sudden I'm thinking on Broadway we're going to see the Cats singing to the left from Beyonce. Because all of a sudden it's like, wrong and right wrong, left. Can you imagine? It's like Cats, like the musical, and they just break out with to the left, to the left. I don't know. My mind today is.
You're giving me. I'm actually vibing. You say cat, but I'm vibing chipmunks with the movements.
Nah, be better for Cats because again, this came from that.
From
So you're rubbing me the wrong
Wow.
way, and they could actually have the dialogue. It's like rubbing me the wrong way. Wow, I don't know what's going on today. There's something crazy here. All right.
So there's a particular way that the cats rub their fur, right?
Well, why don't we just go to dogs while we're at it? Hey, cats and dogs.
Barking up the wrong tree. Woof. This common phrase relates to hunting with a pack of dogs. The term was used when wild prey animals such as raccoons would trick dogs into believing they were up a certain tree when in fact they had escaped. Oh.
So the raccoons were actually smarter than the average dog.
But raccoons are smart. You see how they creep up basically to go in that garbage bin. They're looking left, they're looking right, and sometimes they even hide themselves further in the garbage bin to not be seen. They're black, so they hide themselves. Sometimes you have to shine lights in there so their eyes would light up to know there are raccoons in the bin. Or unless they come scurrying out at you, trying to escape. But I look at them, like when I get my YouTube pop up and you just see the raccoon he's just tailing the bin. And he's looking left and he's looking right. Real thieves, those raccoons.
I love this because this is like you're looking for something and you're searching for it in the wrong place. You're barking up the wrong tree. It's not here. Don't, no.
Not today. It's not here.
Yeah.
Don't bark up this tree. I ain't up there.
Bury the hatchet. Yes, that you can't use it again, right? There is a Native American origin for this one. When two tribes decided to settle their differences and live in harmony, the chief of each tribe buried a war hatchet in the ground to signify their agreement. Exactly, you're not going to use it again. You're not going to dig it up and decide to slaughter somebody with it. It's not going to happen.
Okay. All right. Ooh, yeah. So the wives can't pull out that folder anymore. So you have to bury the hatchet. So tomorrow is a very special episode here on Good Morning SKN. It is our International Women's Day special. We'll be joined by a wide array of guests, one such being Her Excellency Dame Governor General Marcella Liebert. So to give you a teaser of what's to come, take a look at this video.
Project she had that stayed with me. She had a project called Learn to Earn. And she said in her trips around the country, she saw so many women in poverty, impoverished, and who had to be dependent on men to get a little 2 cents, that she wanted to make women more financially independent. And so she got this project Learn to Earn, and she got some sponsors.
Yeah.
exotic experience.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
It's time for another edition of Motivating Factor, and today we will be looking at a video from Ideal Motivation entitled The Wisdom of Ants. Yeah, just in case you didn't know that, ants are apparently very wise. We're going to take a look at just how.
I want to share a very important philosophy with you today. It's a philosophy I think everyone should hear. Proverb 6:8-11. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler. Yet it stores its provisions in summer and gather its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a bandit and scarcity like an armed man. Here's the 5 philosophy that we can learn from ants. Ants have no commander. Ants don't need a commander to tell them to get started. They work faithfully and need no outside accountability to keep them doing right and doing the right things. They work hard and will replace their anthill when it gets ruined. Meaning, if you want to apply this in your real life, be proactive, be honest to yourself, and be industrious. Ants plan ahead. Ants think winter all summer long. They store provision in summer. They think the clock is running out of time and they are hurrying to get food back to their hive. Meaning, they hustle hard in advance to secure their future. Ants stay positive, always. Ants remind themselves that winter does not last long. They know they'll soon be out. Meaning, whatever happens in your life right now, it will not last forever. Ants never quit. They only change their approach. If they're going somewhere and you stop them or block their pathway, they'll look for another way up, down, all around. They keep looking till they find another way. Meaning, learn to embrace struggle and hardship in your life. Be flexible and be like ants who don't quit. Winners are not quitters. Ants always do their best, meaning give your best in everything you do right now. It will always lead you to the greater things and the next level in your life. Thanks for watching this video. Share and subscribe for more amazing inspiration.
And we are back after considering the ant and its ways. So we see that ants are apparently very wise.
Yep.
I apologize for smiling because of something that you said. So you
were smiling. You weren't smiling. You were crying, man.
Wow.
Because, guys, I'm not even gonna say it. Man,
Crocodile
I don't
tears.
want Jamie crying again.
Crocodile tears.
Those are crocodile tears. But
No ant tears.
you ever notice, like for the ants that don't bite, huh? When you put your hands in their way, Do you notice they make their way around your finger and they continue on their journey, not even bothered, unless you really like crush them, you know?
Wait, you make a habit of scratching ants?
No, when I was younger, I scratched a few ants.
Joking.
But no, but I have to admit to my, yeah, I scratched a few ants, but I've always looked at them afterwards keenly to see that having a finger in their way does not stop what is going on. Yeah.
All right. So very, very interesting indeed. Well, you know what? There's some points. Self-motivation is one of those points. The ants just, as you rightly said,
keep going.
Keep going. They don't quit. That was one of those things that came up. Definitely don't quit.
Yeah. And they don't need a commander. They don't need a supervisor. They do what they're supposed to do. And they're always going somewhere. Listen, those creatures are so, I love to see them like climb. Like they're going straight. They feel a corner, then you see the whole bunch of them turn up the corner, and then it just continues. Looking at those things are amazing. Even the ones that bite, the black ones, geez. Those ones are fierce. You see them with their big leaves going along. But I wonder where they put those things, though. Do they have an ant refrigerator?
What? Never mind.
But they're storing up, so how can they keep their stuff fresh?
Never mind. All right, so again, they're motivated. What can we learn from the ants? It's the other thing. So to motivate yourself, that's one. To hold ourselves accountable for our successes.
Yep.
I guess the ants don't have a pity party.
No, those boys continue on. You scratch a few, the rest just walk where they walked and continue. Yeah.
Right. So I often wondered as a child, not as an adult, whether the things that children did to ants, say throwing a bunch of water on them, would be remembered as they're surviving a great deluge of 2022 and whatever. Do they commemorate these things like we do? Yeah, I'm grown up. We know they don't do that.
Yeah.
But if you watch the movies, you might think that they do, just like you think that they look like that doing what they do.
But do you even see when some of them have a big piece, right? And it's throwing him off track. He's going on all sides to ensure he continues with his big piece. Have you ever noticed one of them like that? I've noticed one with a big piece of leaf, bigger than himself, and he's like this and he's like that, but he's still trying to stay in queue with the others to finish.
And that's an interesting point, the queue thing, because I've noticed, even if I've separated like a few of them, it's almost as if they have this signal that they transmit to each other. So it doesn't matter what zigzag route they're going, one will go there, then the other one will go there. And I'm like, how do they communicate? Like, I guess they're just good at that. And they know exactly where they want to go. Maybe they leave signals for the ones behind. Who knows?
I just thought of the gingerbread when they had to drop the stuff. I just thought maybe they're leaving little pitter-patters. Or maybe they have great senses in terms of smell, so that they follow the cue, even though you block them for a little while, they still catch up. I've done it, I've seen it, As I said,
don't like ants.
Ones that don't bite.
I don't like ants. I don't think anybody likes ants, but I guess there's a lot to learn. So we're responsible for our successes. Right? The ants are responsible. The ants don't collect food for the winter. Then they're not going to have any, and that's all that they're doing. They're looking at what their mission is. They're programmed to do that. They just keep doing it.
And I'm sure they don't blame each other when they get back to the nest and say, oh, you forgot to pick up this and you forgot to pick up that. You are responsible for doing it. Nobody else is responsible for it. When you make your mistakes, just own it. I made this mistake. It is my fault. Because I'm sure those boys don't go back to the nest and say, oh, brother, what happened to the big cube of sugar you was coming with? You drop it. No, we don't have nothing to sweeten our coffee for the season. Come on. So, folks, take ownership of your own stuff. What?
Maybe eavesdrop on ants. I'm sorry.
What? I would love to eavesdrop on them. I love to eavesdrop on everything that doesn't communicate the way we do to see how they do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would, honestly. But hey, we're going through the lesson. So the other lesson is that you could start now to prepare for whatever it is that you want to achieve. The ants do it all the time. They're just consistently working until they can't.
Yeah.
And so, is that what we're going to do? We can. Whatever you want to accomplish, you could just begin it now. So you look at the ant, you consider its ways.
Indeed. And as I said before, learning to embrace struggle and hardship. The win, our fingers, as you said, the great deluge you might have created for the ants, maybe lighting some kind of thing in their path, maybe covering some of them, they still find their way out and they still continue. Jamie, don't say it.
Fire ant killer, they're resilient to it. Honestly, wow.
Yeah, but those ants get done what they need to get done, and no matter how obstacles are placed in their way, as I would have mentioned a few before, they go over, under, above, swim out, do whatever they have to do to continue the train. Because as I say, I swear, ants will make the best soldiers. They always stay in line.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, if you want another lesson from the ants, which wasn't there, they'll teach you how to bite for survival.
The biting ones, that is.
Got the bumps to prove it.
Jeez, especially those black ones.
The importance of trying your best, that's another important lesson, because they don't slack off, and that's the thing. A little slumber, a little sleep, they get up and they go.
Do they sleep though? I would like to know. Because sometimes in the night, have you ever seen, right? You're out in the daytime, you don't see any of them. And as soon as you turn off your kitchen light, it's like, parties over here. And then when you go out and you turn, and you see all these ants and these things that are extraterrestrial in your kitchen, and you're like, but y'all wasn't out here before. It's like they can't wait for the lights to go out to start the party.
Does anybody have pet ants named Kid and Play? It's like a house party.
Just maybe, so soon as the lights go out, these guys are ready to start a party. But yeah, the ants do what they have to do when they have to do it, and no one can stop them unless you spray flit or you, yeah.
And why the ending? I was leaving on such a positive note.
It's positive.
And you're like, unless you kill me.
I said it nice. I said flit. I didn't want to say kill. They understand what flit means.
The effect is the same, isn't it? The effect is the same.
The flit sounds a little nicer because flits. Oh, we know if we spray them, they're dead.
Flits.
Flits. Not kill.
Interesting.
But nothing stops the ants because some of them still get away from the flit as well. So the ants teaches us great perseverance. The ants teaches us that we can do it by ourselves. The ants teaches us that no matter how hard it gets, keep on pushing, keep on persevering, and staying self-motivated. Because we don't know if they speak to each other, but they got to motivate themselves to go out there and do what they have to do.
And the ants also teach you how to take out the trash and clean up after yourself. That's another thing that they do. Yeah. All right, so this is it for the Ant Files. We'll be back with more GOOD in a moment. Stay tuned.
Project she had that stayed with me. She had a project called Learn to Earn. And she said in her trips around the country, she saw so many women in poverty, impoverished, and who had to be dependent on men to get a little 2 cents, that she wanted to make women more financially independent. And so she got this project, Learn to Earn, and she got some sponsors.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is the time of day when we let you know what's happening. So here's what's happening. Lake Health and Wellbeing will be hosting another set of workshops as part of its Empower Her project. The series of workshops will be entitled Entrepreneurship 101, Business Idea to Implementation. There will be 2 workshops, both of which will be facilitated by the renowned female entrepreneurship expert and founder of Coaching by Tamu, Dr. Tamu Brown. During the Entrepreneurship 101 Business Idea to Implementation workshops, women living with chronic illnesses or non-communicable diseases will receive the skills needed to thrive professionally and financially, as well as the ability to transform business ideas into successful, lasting business ventures. The first Entrepreneurship 101 Business Idea to Implementation workshop will take place on Wednesday, March 1st, and the second will take place on Tuesday, March 21st. Well, you know what? We're already after March 1st.
Yeah.
Keeping it real here. So both workshops will run from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. and will be held at the National ICT Center located at Southwell Industrial Park, Bay Road, St. Kitts. Interested in attending? Contact Lake Health and Wellbeing via their email address at events@lakehealthandwellbeing.com or via phone at 765-8702 to register. Best of all, the workshops are entirely free to attend. Lake Health and Wellbeing, yes, they're free to attend, so go check it out. Wow, this is the time of day when we are about to say goodbye, right?
Mickey Mouse Club.
But before we do, I have to remind you, seriously, you need to pay attention tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very special day here for Good Morning SKN. It's a very special day all over the world, by the way, and we're celebrating it. It's International Women's Day. It's our International Women's Day special, and we'll be joined by a variety of guests, and one of those guests is Her Excellency Dame Governor General Marcella Liebert. So be sure to tune in for the interview in full.
Yep.
And of course, before we go, I want to thank you for joining us for another edition of JMSKN. Tune in daily, so tomorrow and every other day after that we're on, to get a little bit of everything for everyone. Tell your friends, family members, your bosses to watch, whoever they are, let them know that we're on. Yeah. Follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube at Studio 327 Inc. We're also on Instagram at Studio 327 Inc. And we're again on Instagram at Good Morning SKN. That's the one specific to this show. So like, subscribe, follow, and share. Let us know that you are there. And even better, go visit our website, studio327inc.com, to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
Indeed. And be addicted to your phones tomorrow, guys. Whatever device you have, be addicted to it. Be connected with it. Be glued to it as we bring you great content like we do every day. But a greater one tomorrow, can I say that? Anyways, let me get to it.
You want to knock on wood or should I tap? I'm trying not to tempt fate here.
So leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. And see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. when you'll start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. Remember, like the ant, to choose resilience, push through, keeping on, and have a great Tuesday today. Thanks for watching. See you in tomorrow.
Project she had that stayed with me. She had a project called Learn to Earn. And she said in her trips around the country, she saw so many women in poverty, impoverished, and who had to be dependent on men to get a little 2 cents, that she wanted to make women more financially independent. And so she got this project Learn to Earn, and she got some